בעזרת תופסים מסכת יומא, סיום מסכת תמורה. This is Parsha, דבר השם משה, דבר אל אהרון אחיך. Talk to your brother Aaron. Of course I know Aaron is your brother. You know when Hashem speaks, and of course when the Torah writes, the same thing. It has a message. Hashem tells Moshe, go talk to your brother Aaron. I know it's my brother Aaron. He didn't tell me. I know it's Aaron. Which Aaron? Bukhaya? Which Aaron? איפה בחולת על הקודש? Message is, Aaron should not come inside Beit HaMikdash and the holiest of the holiest. Becholet any time he wants. Can't come. It says, where I should come? Where exactly? Exactly, I know it is. It's the holiest of the holiest. Hashem describes it. He says, don't come el pnei hakaporet. Don't come, tell Aaron, you should not come towards or in front of the kaporet. That's not a problem, kaporet. The holiest of the holiest. What's over there? No. Don't go next to the kaporet. Kaporet was the cover of the ark. Yeah, kaporet, I shall do the one that covers. They do it means the luchot shouldn't go over there. Doesn't say you should not come inside to see me. It says, tell him not to. Excuse me, I don't understand. Why don't you tell it to Aaron? Actually, the Torah tells us, remember 2 weeks ago, Parshat Shmini, after the children of Aaron died, Hashem spoke to Aaron directly. He told him, no more tequila, no more wine. Can't have wine. Says the Gemara, Hashem spoke to Aaron? I said, yeah. Hashem spoke to Aaron directly. Since Aaron was quiet, excuse me, when Moshe told him, I know it's going to happen, somebody will die, and the children died. The Torah says, Aaron was quiet. Says the Gemara, as a reward, Aaron did not say anything. Hashem spoke to Aaron. He told him, Yain v'shechar al tesh, don't have any wine, don't have any beer, don't have any, I don't know if it's beer. And here Hashem tells Moshe, go tell Aaron. Oh, he just spoke to Aaron. Did you speak to Aaron? No, he didn't. I spoke to him. You want to tell him again? No. Moshe, you tell Aaron. Okay. But tell him, don't go next to the kaporet. Don't go next to the cover. Don't get next to the cover. Cover? What cover has to do with it? Because I am there. I'm coming over there with a cloud. Please tell him that. Says the Gemara. I want to explain to you what is really the matter of it. Likewise, somebody comes to a doctor and the doctor tells him, listen, do not go to lay down to sleep or to take a rest in a place that has too much humidity. You need air conditioning. Don't eat cold things. Chinese are very into that thing. Don't have cold things. Don't drink cold things. Don't eat cold things. I said, why I should eat it? I love it. What do you mean? Well, says the doctor tells him, listen, if you're going to do this, you're going to die. Because another patient of mine came and he said, I don't feel well. And he died. The reason he died, because he lay down in a place that has a lot of humidity and he ate cold things. He died. Don't do it because you're going to die like the other one. He said, what do you mean? I said, Hashem tells Aaron, look, like your children, they came inside. They tried to come inside Kodesh HaKodeshim, they died. You're going to die too. I don't need any example. If Hashem tells me not to do, I don't do. אחרי מות של בני אהרון, after they died, so called Hashem tells Moshe, go tell him, you see, your children died. Don't do the same thing. You might die as well. I don't have to have to warn me like this. Tell me not to go, I'm not going to go. You don't have to tell me, you see, somebody else did something like this, he died, you're going to die the same thing. It's not Hashem. Hashem doesn't talk with examples. Here the Gemara says Hashem talks with examples. And Hashem tells Moshe, go tell your brother, Aaron, don't do the same thing that your brothers, that your children did, my nephews, because you're going to die if you did. So the first time it says in the Torah, Aaron achicha, Aaron your brother, when Hashem met Moshe Rabbeinu the first time, and tried to convince him to go redeem Israel, Moshe resisted all the time. Moshe said, I'm not going, whatever the reason was. Excuse me. And then Moshe told him, listen, send whatever you want, I don't want to go. And then the statement in the Torah says that Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, Hine Aaron achicha halevi. Hashem told Moshe, Aaron, your brother, the Levi. Says the Gemara, what did Hashem mean? Hashem meant like this. In Hashem's plan was that Moshe is going to be a Kohen and Aaron should be a Levi. Now, since Moshe argued with HaKadosh Baruch Hu so much, he doesn't want to go, and Hashem switched. Hashem made Aaron a Kohen and Moshe is a Levi. But the first time the Torah emphasized something, it says, Aaron achicha Levi. What does it mean, Aaron achicha? This is like this. Moshe, Aaron, in the previous life, were brothers too. This is Cain and Hebel. Cain was the oldest, and after him came Hebel. And Cain, he was the first one to sacrifice to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the Torah. Torah tells us that one day, Cain came and sacrificed to Hashem, understood if to sacrifice to Hashem. After him, doesn't say if it was the same day or later, Hebel, his brother, brought also. The two brothers, Cain is Aaron Cesari, the last letter of Cain is Nun, the last letter of Aaron is Nun, and Hebel is Moshe. This is already in last life. What happened in last life? Says the Torah, says the Gemara, that when Cain brought the sacrifices, nothing happened. But when Hebel brought his sacrifice, fire came from Shammai. And Cain saw that Hashem sent fire from Shammai, accepted Hebel's sacrifice. I didn't see Hashem come to accept his sacrifice. And that made Cain a little bit jealous and upset. And that eventually he's going to kill Hebel in 3 minutes, in a few days, and kill Hebel. So why? Why are you going to kill him? Because why did Hashem did not come with a fire to accept mine? It means mine wasn't so good, and my brother was better. That's the story in Torah. And one day Cain killed Hebel. Why did he kill him? Because sacrificing to Hashem, and Cain saw Hashem accepted Hebel, didn't accept him. Cain, of course, is Aaron. Hebel is Moshe. So what it means is that Hebel knew better how to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he sacrificed to Hashem, and Hashem accepted it. So therefore, Hashem had in mind, the Gemara says, Moshe should be the Kohen HaGadol. Because the previous life, Moshe understood the whole thing. He understood how to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Cain did not know. Therefore, Aaron should be a Levi, and Moshe should be a Kohen, because the previous life was the same thing, but not even the same thing, because Cain did not know what to do, but partially understood this as Serve Hashem. And he comes to Gemara and says Serve Hashem also for Levi is Levi, they sing to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They close the doors of the Mikdash. I say you don't sacrifice because the last life really you did not sacrifice. You did not accept. And over there Hashem said to Moshe, "Inne Aaron Achicha Alevi." Achicha Alevi, says the Gemara says, what do you mean? He's supposed to be a Levi. He cannot be a Kohen. I don't understand Moshe. Excuse me. When I send you, I don't send you. I send a Kohen. The Gemara says Eliyahu Navi is a Kohen. He is to come before Moshe will come because the redemption has to be with a Kohen. And Moshe rejected it. He doesn't want to. He comes to Moshe and says, listen, I want to tell you something. Go tell your brother the Levi. The brother, sorry, Aaron. The brother the Aaron. I said, what do you mean? My brother, I know my brother. No, you didn't get it. No. Explain to your brother something that I want to explain to you something. But it was it, when the children die, they didn't understand the concept of a Kohen. They didn't understand. Hashem tells me to tell you, that you, my brother, what it means, really, inside you, you have Kain. Kain is not a Kohen. Kain is a Levi. But Hashem did choose you to be the Kohen. And you have to be careful, because I tell you what, your children, they died. You know why they died? You know why they died? Because they did not feel they are Kohanim, because really they are to be Levim. Hashem just granted you and your children to be Kohanim. And therefore, I'm telling you that you have to be careful, because you don't feel inside you a Kohen. You feel you're a Levi. If you feel you're a Levi, you think, because I'm a Levi. A Kohen is different. The Kohen has to know, the Gemara says, the kaporet, the cover of the ark, not the cover. What the Torah tells us, as the kaporet should make the cover. Okay, make cover. So no, the cover is nothing. From the cover itself, and they made this kaporet, this cover. By the way, the word kaporet comes from the word kaper, for forgiveness. I don't know something you have to, when you grave it, the cover has to be one piece, but you have to engrave on the two sides of the cover two angels. And the angels had wings. And the wings of the angels, the amount of space between the cover and top of the wing, was 10 tfachim, 1 meter. In the text in the Torah, kaporet is a cover, true. Why it is forgiveness? What's forgiveness? What? On the top of the kaporet, from the two sides, there are two angels. One look a face like a male, or a baby boy, one a baby girl, one is called Yaakov, one is not Yaakov, facing each other. This was the Shekhinah. When Am Israel behaved, the faces of the angels that came from the kaporet, from the cover, faced each other. When Am Israel did not behave, automatically the faces look to the side. They don't look at each other. When you look at each other, a baby boy to a baby girl, it means Shekhinah is. And actually, the Gemara said, I want to explain to you something about the Shekhinah. The Gemara said, look, the distance between the cover itself and the top of the wings of the angels, 10 tefachim. The Gemara says this is the amount, a space that Hashem leaves for himself to come down. The Gemara says, Torah says, Ki be'anan erai ala kaporet. Hashem said, I'm on top of the kaporet. Not on top of the kaporet. The kaporet has the two sides, the two angels, and the two angels have wings. and Hashem stands on top of the wings. And says that is the kaporet. And that's Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, look, I want to explain to you something. But you tell your brother, be careful not to go inside. I said, you know why? Because I'm on top of those, not the kaporet, top of those angels. Those angels that the Gemara says, they refer to Gan Eden. Hashem put angels in front of Gan Eden. People should not try to sneak in to come inside. This is the idea. This is the Torah. Hashem says, Moshe, listen, go tell Aaron. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand. But you understand. You should have been a Kohen. I'm telling you now. But tell him. The children, your nephews, did not understand. They didn't understand that the Shekhinah is over there, and the Shekhinah is on top of it, is because this is a kapara. And they didn't understand it, and they die. I'm telling you, tell the father as an example. What's the example? To know how to lie down, and if you have to know how to eat. Since the Gemara about children, they did not know how to eat. They didn't eat with respect. Did not lie down. Secret what it means. His tell Aaron is to be careful. Can't be close to Hashem. You have to have fear of Hakadosh Baruch. That's the power of the Kohen. Chachamim say that Moshe Rabbeinu had fear of Hashem. He did not want to accept the job. He said, okay, I'll put it on Aaron. That's what the Gemara says. Hashem told Moshe, you open the Mishkan, somebody will not understand what the fear is. You don't understand. You think Hashem is your friend. The fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Aaron Achicha. I said, okay, so this really, that paragraph should have been 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, after the children died, Hashem spoke to Aaron and told him, listen, don't drink wine, this, okay. Hashem should have continued. Don't go inside. In between that episode, 2 weeks ago to this week, the section in between first is kosher food, you remember, how to eat. This is let's do parasha is how to behave. God says now you can become a Kohen. Now you have to understand your test. Then you're going to be the Kohen Gadol. You go inside. You need the kapara. Hashem is there, but you have to know. You have to live upon what the Torah tells you. Strict with kosher food. Strict with your behavior, with your purity and holiness. And then you're a Kohen, but listen, don't go too close to Kadosh Baruch Hu because you're going to die. It's the secret of this parasha. When Mashiach will come, people will try to go into Beit HaMikdash. Don't try to go. Be careful. Be careful. You have to make sure that you qualify to go inside to be in Eretz Israel. And that's what this phone says. Mashiach will come and stand in front of you in Yerushalayim. He look at the people's forehead. He says, "You don't belong here. I want to go in. You go in, you die. You die." Hard to be close to Hakadosh Baruch Hu unless you have the restriction level that you have to be. Message for us. For Chodesh Iyar, Mashiach might come. Pesach Sheni is coming up. You have to be careful. Prepare yourself. Food. The Gemara says, go tell him. Food is one of the conditions. Behavior, purity, holiness, second condition. In order for us to have the ticket to Mashiach Mabamenam.